Good morning. Still haven't slept for shit. I haven't slept at all. Just nonstop anxiety. It's like I don't like how my brain works, how my memory works. I don't like the fact that one thing I don't like is when I get lied to such a degree that my whole reality's been flipped around, that I get to a point that instead of somebody just simply telling me the truth and communicating, that I have to dig. And so then my head starts doing starts trying to piece things together, and it's like, I hope her and her coworker are having fun together. And I think she's doing things to try and connect with her daughter because her daughter came out, which there isn't anything against that. And she definitely linked up with a feminist from work. And like I said, I'm piecing things together down to her talking about bringing up OnlyFans at one time, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, I'm getting this random call on Skype from some... I know it wasn't their real name. And the interaction was strange. My ex, hearing about our dog having to be put down because of this shit and the way she responded so short. She's not just juggling one person, she's juggling multiple people. And at the same time, as some of this started to get confronted after I stopped talking to her here this last week, I've been getting nonstop random calls from spam numbers and verified numbers from Washington to New York to Virginia to Michigan to Indiana, all this shit, down to even actual spam numbers, like I said. And a couple I even called back. I've been getting people posing as one of my favorite musicians under fake profiles, sending me follows and all that, and I've been paying attention and all that. I had one that was supposedly a fan page, and I had a feeling what was going on because it was the same thing as on Facebook. My anxiety's going like nuts. I can't help but think that, because she got mad at me here recently. Well, not recently. It was about a month or two ago. Well, let's see her. It's like last month sometime. And she got in trouble at work. She was talking about how they found a video of her doing something. And the only thing that I had that may have passed for that had a very specific image to it. And it wasn't even a video of her. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't a video of her in the act. And what she complained about was that her work saw her on a video in the act. I can't help but think that they saw something else, and it wasn't from something I sent or they found on my YouTube. Because, yeah, when I went through, the only thing that I found that could have remotely came to it, I'd removed it just in case. But if it had been... Yeah, YouTube wouldn't have allowed me to post it if it had been something like that. Let alone that blatant. There's a lot of shit. I mean, not only was there scamming going on, and I can't help but feel that she had some help, from somebody else. Because, like, what she does at all her jobs is she finds new coworkers to obsess about, and she does so very rapidly. She can become very obsessive of people online very rapidly. All this shit. This is where all this guilt comes in, and her sitting there making comments to me that I don't really know everything about her anymore. I wonder why, because the last few years she's been doing some really bad things. She wasn't just out chasing other men and all that, getting other people's attention, but she got lured into online play. Now I understand why people were supposedly asking her for sex and money. No, I think they were offering her money for sex, since they were already seeing that she was doing something else online. This is why very specific men, including ones that she called creeps, like Mr. Bradley, and some of these others, she started feeling guilty, maybe? She knows what she's doing is fucking wrong. It's really sick. As is, what she did to me the last several years is really fucked up. Now I understand why she got it in her head to try and use me like she did, to try and get me to marry her, so that she can pull the shit that she did to me a couple years ago. And proceed to make false police reports to try and get me in trouble. That type of shit. She's already done like a half a dozen of them. Like, she's lied to a lot of people, not just me. She's lied to a lot of people, including her work and all. And in all honesty, this time period that I think that they gave her paid leave, as far as I understand, which I don't know. Because I'm starting to think that's where she's getting her money from, and because she had, yeah. I now understand why she had her computer, her laptop, given to her friends Jason and Bray, and one day magically, like, while her and I were still together, I had noticed our conversation on Messenger was starting to act weird, and then all of a sudden everything got wiped, and then she was going, oh, it was just acting weird. No, she had her friend, she used the excuse that she couldn't remember a password or something for an email to get in her laptop. No, she got her friend to go in and start cleaning shit up, because he's obviously a computer guy. Cleaning evidence up, obviously. And, this can be far-fetched, and I will admit that, because my head's been fucked with so bad, I'm not sure what's real or not. Like, this is almost beyond fiction to me. There's a lot of people involved. And I think her mom knows about it. Her mom probably doesn't approve of it, but I think her mom knows about it. Just like her mom knew about the child abuse and helped cover her ass for it. I think it's time people start telling the truth. She's, yeah. I've been driven nuts by this woman because I gave everything I fucking could for her while she's been doing this shit. Now I understand why she was getting called Miss Moneybags, and why she's getting called a player and all that shit by her own friend. All this shit. I have a feeling that some of those employees at her job are all, just some, not a bunch. I'm thinking maybe just a couple of them. I think they're doing this bullshit like what we're seeing on Facebook all of a sudden. These school teachers suddenly making all this money on fucking OnlyFans. See, I started to realize that she has this problem that when she's doing something and she knows she's guilty, she slips and she tells you what she's doing, and then she goes back on it and tries to sit there and act like she doesn't know and all that. She has an OnlyFans. She's doing online shit. I don't want to say her coworker's name, that I have a gut feeling it is. She's supposedly married, but she's not married to a man, I don't think. I think those two have something going on. I'm not against the LGBT, but the fact that Melissa has gone to such an extent of ruining her fucking self to try and reconnect and all. My head was going in other directions too, and yeah, I think she fucking also went and messed around with her ex-husband. I still think there's a lot of things going on. I think there wasn't just one. I think there's a lot of people. And no, she's sitting there getting upset and angry that she's not selling her body, for sex. No, she's selling her body for people to look at and watch her do what she was doing. And I still think she's doing it. This is why she's having problems where she's basically stockpiling her prescription drugs. And I got a feeling she's sitting there popping. I mean, at times last time I saw her, she's popping like 5 or 6 pills. Different meds. She's getting hopped up on drugs. And I think she's intentionally getting all these drugs and bearing them into her system because she's trying to numb what she's going through and what she's doing. And she's surrounded herself by a bunch of really fucked up evil people. And she doesn't know how to fucking walk away or tell the truth or face it. And the only people she might tell the truth to are the people who help cover her up. I have a fucked up feeling that this is like a really sick... This is like a fucked up thing. Like, I think there's like some sick shit going on. And the reason why I say that the guilt thing is because and it's on another vid. I got the messages on there, and I still have the messages here. And what they don't realize is what her friends and them tried to delete. Not everything was deleted because I still have all my screenshots from our interactions. All anybody has to do, the courts or anybody has to do, all they have to do is go look at my messages and read exactly what I said on it. It was 14 days before September 11th that I said exactly what she was going to do, verbatim, and she did exactly that, verbatim. And where she slipped is she kept calling me by her ex-husband's name, saying that I'm her husband, all this other shit. They believed her. They barred me from my home that I own, that she has no contract on, has paid not a single fucking dime on, nothing. And tried getting my home taken away as if she was taking a home from a husband. She put me through fucking hell. Then she threw me in jail multiple times for shit I didn't even do. And then used that experience to get other people to believe it. To believe that I'm this fucking piece of shit, that I did all this shit. And because of that, she kept using that to start making false police reports anytime she wanted. Like she did back in fucking on June 1st and June 2nd and right at the beginning of June. Like she did to me when she fucking kept pulling that shit, trying to say I'm here in the house when I wasn't even fucking near here. There's some crazy shit going on, and yeah, she definitely needs some fucking help. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, she needs some 24/7 help right now. I do love that woman, and I don't fucking hate her. But she got this shit has gone on for a long time. To the point, there's a reason why I don't know who she is anymore and why she acts the way she acts. She's been doing some really sick shit. I'm betting anything she was out doing everything that she would never do with me. So if the people at KDDS is watching this, I hope you start paying attention a little bit closer to some of your other employees that are close to her. Because I've got a gut feeling they're in on some of this too. Given how much, one's blatantly and publicly a fucking man-hating woman, and there's nothing against about a strong woman at all, because my mom was one and is one. But there's obviously some influence going on, and there's some really fucked up things going on. And the fact that I'm getting a message or contacted on Skype, and I've never had it happen before, and they tell me that they searched my name to go to specifically me, and it's kind of strange how that person in that image looks pretty close, pretty damn close, down to the blonde highlights as one of those employees. I could be wrong. Now I understand where Phil's concerned, the tattoo artist. Because I bet anything she's trying to get him involved in some of this too, and some of these others. She's been doing this for a while. When she brought up the fucking OnlyFans thing, that was like back in like February, March. When she started doing all this cheating and this lying and manipulating and all this stuff, this has been going on since I got the fucking house, which clearly tells me it's been going on since beforehand. It's been building up. I've been dealing with a lot of fucking abuse, down to financially being exploited. I've been broke this entire fucking time because of her. I can't even take care of my own fucking health. While she's out getting new wardrobes, new cars, living the fucking life up until basically now. I can't help but look at all this shit, start thinking about it, and now I understand why certain people she clings to. I bet anything that every person that I've had a hunch on either are people that she's fucking stringing along and pulling some shit, or they're people who are very much involved in some way or another. It's just, I can't help but, I'm looking crazy and I know it. This makes me sick to my fucking stomach. I'm having a very hard time because, yeah, within a month I've lost both my animals. I've lost everything at this point. I'm battling some really fucked up depression. Excuse me. I've been sitting in this house alone the entire fucking time at this point. Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to downgrade the fact that I have my 2 dogs here and my cat. I've been here completely alone, non-stop, and even then, since 2019, I was alone damn near day in and day out, and I only got to spend an hour with her while she was awake, because she was out fucking around after work. That's why she wanted this traveling job that she applied to, because she's got a fucking hoe in different area codes, basically. That's why I couldn't trust her. I told her, I was like, because she said she didn't get the job. I told her it's probably a good thing, because if her and I were still together, and she got that job, I would not trust her one bit ever. Not one bit, because she's been deceptive, she's been shady, and she's been lying to me even this entire time, trying to go, oh, I told you the whole truth. No, you didn't. You told me a little piece of it. And the fact that the shit's coming out slowly over time, and it's like, some of this is shit that like I said, they needed to tell me the truth. I didn't waste 12 years of my fucking life, fucking have my health destroyed, my mental health fucking destroyed, all this shit, trying to get this woman to prioritize our fucking relationship so that we can actually have a functioning relationship, so I could start focusing on doing the shit I needed to do also, not sit there and do what she was doing. I still love that woman, and I'm really angry. I'm really hurt. I'm battling all kinds of shit in my fucking head. I'm sitting here, like I said, sitting here alone 24/7. You got nowhere to go. She helped do that. She helped destroy that before this came to this. I've been triangulated and everything, and multiple times, multiple fucking times. I've got people, whether it's true, whether some of these guys that are responding are in fact just people watching, the random person watching. There's a reason why I've got to the point with some of them when they comment or anything, I just straight remove them and block them right now, because I don't trust anybody that is, realistically, I don't even trust 90% of the people watching this shit. She fucked my head up. And I've been sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck happened, how I put everything I fucking could into this, and lost everything while she's out fucking doing what she's been doing. I'm supposed to take accountability and responsibility for all the shit she's done and all the fucking lying and all the shit that all you people fucking believe? I've lost so much fucking sleep at this point, because I'm in this constant daily battle of being in love with a woman I can't trust, and I'm not even sure if that's really her or not. And at the same time, all this shit that's gone on, like, what was fucking real? It's like I'm at this point. I've been beyond that point of I want to be able to move past this, but this was. I don't know how many years she would sit and compare herself to my ex-wife, and my ex-wife could never do it. Never did anything comparable to this. And what she did was fucked up. And I understand that she had a mom and some others influencing that decision. But this was friends, a mom, and simply the desire of getting this approval not only from her mother and all this shit, but regaining a connection with her daughter and all this crap while she's trying to take her revenge and her fucking petty bullshit that her ex-husband did out on me. With the help of her fucking friends who listen to this shit from her, not even fucking even bothering to ask questions. And some of them are professionals on this shit. And that I can't help it. I'm sitting here looking at myself right now, going, "You're going fucking crazy, dude." Like, this is like some really fucked up shit. And the things that I've got, and what I've been putting together, and between the things that she has said over the last couple of years, the things that she's done, all this shit, it's like, this is a really sick, fucked up situation. Like, this is beyond betrayal. All I ever wanted from her is to prioritize the relationship so that we could actually be like what we were the first few years before she started fucking off. Before she started cheating on me then. No, our son even threw her under the bus, sitting there going, yeah, at that time, the last 10 years, that was our entire relationship. All she did was talk shit. And her fucking admitting that she used me in this fucking relationship. What the fuck? How do you think I'm gonna feel? How would anybody feel with this shit? Somebody you gave your heart and fucking soul to, everything to, forgave them for the shit that they had done to you, where their ex-husband was concerned and their child. Destroying that relationship practically from birth between that child and their dad. And it's no wonder she did it, because she had help from a mother that taught her to do this shit. You know, I don't know how many years I would listen to her cry and get upset about what her mom did to her dad that caused her dad to not want her back. She did the same exact shit, but only 100 times worse. I mean, I'm sorry there, and I'm not going to say your name on this one either, but I'm sorry for how I've been towards you on this. Towards you, and I'm talking about her mom. I'm sorry. Yes, you have been a bitch to me, and I won't forget how you treated me in the cul-de-sac all the way up to this present day, from just because you keep going by shit talking. At least I know my family, my parents, never treated your daughter like absolute dirt and shit anytime they heard someone talk shit. The way you guys all did to me. She not only needs fucking help, she needs to fuck away from those people that are around her that's been influencing her. That's the way, as far as I'm concerned. She needs her fucking phone taken away, all of it. She ain't gonna stop. She's destroying her life for what? What is she gonna gain from it? And if all this is to not only get revenge on her ex because she couldn't get it then, so she's taking it out on me. Where she's doing this to try and get a connection with a daughter and to get approval from a mother and to all this shit. And of course she's going to gain approval from her child, since I know they do still talk and all that, because he's all for fucking his dad over. He deals with parental alienation syndrome. Yeah, I've learned a lot since she opened up to me back in May when June 1st, when she admitted that morning that she was cheating on me on the phone. From that day on, I've been going through fucking hell just on that alone, trying to understand what the fuck. On top of all the shit they put me through the last several years. The point I'm practically fucking homeless, can barely fucking afford food, do any of that shit. So they can all feel better about themselves. At my fucking expense. Yes, I feel like I'm going fucking nuts here. And the fact that town is small. The employees here, it's a small knit, they all fucking have lunch together. I wouldn't be surprised you're going to find even the fucking people in the police department, all that shit in on some of this shit. I can't help it. It's that kind of fucking fucked up shit. Especially the way I got treated by a couple of those officers. I couldn't even call 911 for help out there. I couldn't even get help because of her. I couldn't get help from nobody. I went everywhere I fucking could to get help. Everywhere. In the beginning. To the point I basically gave up. But when she admitted the things she did and started just blatantly admitting the things that she was doing, was doing, but is still doing. She's still doing it. When it comes to the cam shit, I don't know. I could be wrong. I very much well could be wrong. I mean, yeah, she could have stopped it, and that's why her doctors and them told her that she needed to stop. Her mom and them told her she needed to stop, and that's why she's the one who told me that, was comparing it to the Craigslist killer, and then tried to play stupid about that, because the reason why she's playing stupid about it is because she was still doing it. She's still doing this shit. She was trying to quit, and now she's right back to it. She never quit. The only fucking social media accounts that she stopped on was, that she deactivated and then uninstalled her Facebook, and I bet anything she'd do that before I'd go to visit. And then put her phone on, where she doesn't get bothered by anything, no notification thing or whatever, while I'm there, so that none of that shit would come up, because she had shit from TikTok to Skype to Instagram to Snapchat to every fucking one of them. WhatsApp, all of them. Ugh. She just fucking just prioritize the fuck, like I've been saying for fucking years, just prioritize the fucking relationship. Quit obsessing over other fucking people. We would have been married already. I probably wouldn't be so fucking mentally broke down and everything like that I gave up like 2-3 fucking years ago, and have just been in non-stop survival mode, just trying to get through this shit so that I could get rid of this fucking house like I am. I had my life fucking ruined because of a selfish, narcissistic human being that was so in dire straits of getting approval and being fucking wanted and all this shit and being the center of attention, that she destroyed my fucking life at my expense to cover up the guilt and shame that she's been feeling for what she's been doing behind closed doors and lying to fucking everyone where I'm concerned. Fucking love that woman. If I didn't, I would have never went back to her simply because of who she was fucking married to before me. It could have been any other man, but the fact that that was my family. That was her form of revenge on me for wanting her to try and experience some sort of life, because we made a decision. That the decision that we did, even though it wasn't one that we were outright trying to make, but we made the decision to pull our pants down and form a kid. But I wanted to see us be able to try and co-parent, and I didn't want that to be the reason why she couldn't experience life at all. No, she took that flag and ran with it. From my best friend to my cousin to all these other fucking men and other people from school and all that shit. Down to the point I had to question even other friends of mine. Because she's approached everybody, it looks like. I have nowhere to go and no one to turn to. And none of these places or people have talked to me directly once. They just took her fucking word and ran with it. I mean, shit, my aunt was one of the county employees up there. I'm wondering if she did a referral for her. You know, she worked for the county up there for basically like adult and family services or some shit like that up there. So, similar place, working for the county up there. Yeah, there's things that I question. I feel like she's trying to repeat like this whole dynamic that she was going through in her marriage. Where, yeah, and I'm not putting it on my aunt. I'm just saying I feel like she's trying to recreate this whole fucked up dynamic that she had when she was married. Where she's cheating and he's cheating and doing all this other shit. I ain't gonna go fuck around on her like that. I wanted to marry that woman. I wanted to be able to settle down with her. Let her be able to fucking be able to work the job that she worked so hard to get to. While at the same time, have her same support that I've given her all this time to get where she is. To have the same support in return. So I could finally reach my dreams for once. This isn't about two different life paths going different directions. It's about compromise so that both people can reach out their dreams. But no, she just wanted to fuck me over and fuck everyone else at the same time. That's what it seems like at this point. I can't say it was 1, 2, 3, all this stuff, but I can tell you right now, I have a gut feeling there's even coworkers involved. I've already had a blocked couple. The fact that I'm getting all these strange phone calls, all this shit. I'm also starting to wonder if any distance interaction that her and I had privately, since she wanted to talk about certain things, if she ain't posting shit. You know, I got accused of posting a vid of her doing something when I didn't have a vid of her doing something. And I can't help but think that she posted a vid of some private conversations that we've had with her here and me up there. And yeah. She got her warm up on that camera, I think, and then she took it elsewhere, basically. And I can't help but think that, yeah, I've even probably have been suckered into some things that I don't even fucking know about against my knowledge. Because I'm not one of those people who goes and who likes to seek out porn and all this other shit. If I want something like that, I want it from my other half. I want it from my significant other, not strange people. I want her attention, not someone else's. And what she did to me, I gave her every ounce of my attention. You know, I'm tired. I got a headache. I don't feel. She made sure it never happened. She breadcrumbed it so badly, I was lucky at once a month while she was out fucking other people. After work, she'd go meet up with her friend Bray and them, because her friend Bray and them are just as much involved. I'm actually starting to have some questions. And I'm starting to wonder if they all don't actually deserve jail, or if they don't, and she deserves a fucking mental hospital because she got her head fucked with. She not only fucking dealt with some shit, she's a narcissist herself. She's a very much a narcissistic abuser and a gold digger. She did some really sick things. And the fact that she's still surrounding herself with people that are still influencing her to continue these types of behaviors, I don't feel like there's any other way for her. Because personally, if I had actually followed through, being dumb enough to actually follow through and had married her, I would have busted her fucking phone because I couldn't have trusted her. She would have been stuck with a landline number. And I would have been stuck hovering over her shoulder, watching whoever she's talking to online from a fucking computer. That's how much trust she destroyed in this relationship to fucking hide what she was doing and to lie to all these people, including a bunch of you who's watching this, because it's obvious. I've been trying to keep my fucking sanity together, and I'm going nuts because I'm afraid to leave my home at this point because I don't know who all she's lied to. I've had random threats, and then I'm getting all these fucking phone calls, and then I'm getting these fake profiles posing as one of my favorite musicians, especially within a day of me, making a comment about it. And a day after making a comment about it on one of my vids. So that's already telling me all that shit. I'm not that oblivious. I'm paying attention. And I won't be posting at least one of those employees' faces on here at all either. They know who they are. Because I know they're watching my shit. And they got blocked too. and not necessarily on here. Yeah, I know who they are, and they got blocked on social media and stuff. I'm not dealing with these fucking games. You're a bunch of grown ass fucking adults doing some illegal shit at this point. You fucking destroyed my life, lady. I gave you fucking everything willingly and openly, and all I asked for you to do is to be honest, faithful, loyal, and to prioritize the relationship. That was too much.